Now it's time for not only the best Star Wars news of the week, but the best movie news, toy news, pop culture news, fan mail, and more.
Coming to you live from a junk room someplace west of Tatooine, it's not necessarily Star Wars news, with your host, The Junk Man.
Good evening, everyone. It's great to be back here. The first not necessarily Star Wars news from 2019. Took 2 weeks off, mostly because it's a slow news week, and mostly because I'm lazy. But don't worry, that's over now, so let's get to the best Star Wars news, movie news, toy news, pop culture news, and read some of your fan mails. Let's get started with breaking news. Solo, a Star Wars story, is now on Netflix. But don't worry, fans. The internet is here to help you figure out how to watch it. Ooh, hadn't done that in a long time. Kids' cartoon Star Wars Resistance has been renewed for a second season, leaving many adult Star Wars fans confused. Wait a minute, I'm supposed to hate this. It's not aimed just for me. Teen Fashion Blog 17 says the upcoming Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy will be made for Disney Plus and not for theaters. I don't know about you, but this is where I want to get my Star Wars news, from a teen fashion blog. Disney CEO Bob Iger says Star Wars movies will not premiere on Star Wars Plus, just television shows. I know many of you get your Star Wars news from teen fashion blogs, but I prefer to get my news from Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney. And believe it or not, after 2 weeks, that's all the Star Wars news. Let's go on to movie news. The sequel to the movie that started the modern-day zombie craze, World War Z, is finally getting a sequel, and filming starts in March. 4 years after the latest zombie craze died. The Oscars announced they will not have a host for this upcoming 2019 Oscar show, leaving a lot more time for rich sports celebrities to tell us all how terrible we are and how we should be living our lives. Can't wait. Love being preached to by millionaires. Another trailer for the upcoming Captain Marvel has been released, so if you're having problems getting to sleep, put it on. Well, it's 2019, so what does that mean? The return of Jennifer Lawrence, who took a year off to fix America. So you know about those high unemployment rates and how good the economy's doing? Well, now you know who to thank for that. Thanks, Jennifer! After the success of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Sony is now thinking of doing a spin-off cartoon series. Because there's one thing you do when you have a hit movie. Milk it for all it's worth. The next Star Trek movie has been put on hold after losing its director. But don't worry, very good authorities have let me know that Family Ties actor Scott Valentine is ready to direct. All you have to do is call. So come on, call. Call him now. And now let's go to toy news. The new Talking Shazam movie action figure has revealed lines from the upcoming film. Let's take a look and listen.
Oh, how I do wish I was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Super 7 Toy Company has revealed their upcoming Shogun Warrior action figures. Hey, Super 7, as long as you're digging around at the bottom of that barrel, can I get Space Giant figures? Hasbro's releasing a Deadpool action figure riding a moped. You know what they say about riding a moped? It's a lot like making love to a fat woman. It sure is a lot of fun till someone sees you riding it. Well, a lot of people have always asked me, what happened to Lumpy? He used to do videos here on this channel, but we haven't seen him since Larry the Wampa took over. Well, I reached out to Lumpy to do a whole new segment for this series called Lumpy's Thought of the Week. So here, back by popular demand, is Lumpy Baka with his thoughts of the week.
You know what I really hate? When some cashier gives me change and puts coins on top of my dollar bills. That really gets my fur in a lump. Do you hate that also? What a pain. Now I have a handful of bills with coins on top of it that I have to carefully try not to drop. I can't just fold it and put it in my pockets. I don't have pockets. I don't even wear pants. And I can't even put it in my dewback skin wallet. Please, if you work retail, please give the person the coins first and then the bills. And don't even get me started on that germ-infested carousel that shoots my coins out. Here's your change, sir, and a case of lupus. Back to you, Junkman.
Thank you, Larry, and we'll be right back.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
From Hasbro.
And now it's time for the Junkman to answer viewer mail.
This week's fan letter comes from Russ from Tidwell City, New Mexico, and he writes, Dear Junkman, I know one time you talked 3 hours about wishing you had a honey bun in the shape of Darth Vader. What other Star Wars characters would you like to see turn into pastries? That's a very good question, Russ, and you're right. Hold on just a second. Stop it up there! Hey! Settle down! We'll be right back. I gotta take care of this.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off. The clapper, clap on, clap off. The clapper.
The clapper is now available at Thrifty Drug. Get yours today. Makes a great gift.
Well, that's it. The best of the news for this week. Movie news, that is. Star Wars news, toy news, and, well, we didn't really get into pop culture news, but I hope you enjoyed it, and sorry for the 2 weeks off, but you're going to have to take a break if you're going to write comedy gold like this right here. As always, support this channel. Head over to patreon.com. The link's in the description below. Or head over to thatjunkman.com and buy some cool t-shirts. I appreciate every one of you. And if you hadn't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And we'll be back next Friday with not necessarily Star Wars news.
And that's what happened this week in Star Wars. Join us next Friday for more news from a junk room far, far away.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.